Hey guys, my name's Nick. So my rotations last year were all at Traralgon. I was in a rural setting, so that was 18 weeks at GP and then 6 weeks on the other 3 rotations. So basically my priorities, as everyone's probably going to say, are study, but smart study and like knowing what to study. So I started off just like chugging through the matrix, which was okay. Like, you learn a lot, you learn how much you don't know really. But as the year went on, I realized that it's not just about ticking the boxes of, I've covered this topic, I've covered that one. It's about knowing, the really common and important conditions, and focusing less on the things that are never going to come up on an exam or in real life. So I spent a lot of time learning the details of the important stuff and trying to make sure I saw them in a clinical setting as well, because I found that really helps cement the knowledge that I'd already read about, and you really remember vividly the experiences you have with the conditions that are really common that you see in a clinical setting. My study methods were, I started off with textbooks and good websites like UpToDate and BMJ and stuff, and then I guess merge that with experiences in the hospital, and then talking to friends, sourcing I guess the resources that lecturers and tutors use are really quite good, and even asking them because they're quite helpful and knowledgeable, and they'll definitely want to get you through what's going to be a pretty difficult year for you. And then later on, focusing on more like question banks and doing OSCEs, both from year levels above and textbooks, and also writing your own. That I found that was really helpful as well. I probably focus more on women's than anything else, just because of the volume of content. You've got to do obstetrics and gynecology. It's almost like 2 subjects in one. You can probably leave peds till last, or put the least level of amount of effort into that. Don't tell Rupert Hines, otherwise he'll shoot me. But it really, there's not a lot of detail that they expect you to know in peds in terms of managing cases and all that. It's just buzzwords really. So put a lot of effort into women's, I think it's just because come exam time, they want you to be able to manage patients and have like a really good level of detail. And I found that for most of the specialties. So but leave that to the second half of the semester. Just try to get to grips with everything in the first half of the year, and then start to focus on exams in the second half of the year. What did I find most difficult? Probably just the volume of time that you have to put in. It's a bit of a drainer, but you just got to do it. But also balancing that with keeping on top of your physical health. So don't neglect your sport, your mental health as well. So make sure you see your friends, have some downtime for yourself. Just whatever you were doing last year, just try to keep doing this year, because you want to set that precedent of continuing to look after yourself even when things are busy. Because otherwise, that'll just throw that away and never have it again. If I have to do 4th year again, I would probably maybe study a little bit smarter, so not just chugging mindlessly through the matrix. Trying to keep in touch with friends more, and I did get a study group together, but not right at the start. I'd probably get that going nice and early, because you can teach each other things earlier on and then help to get your exam revision going as exams. How much downtime did I have? I tried to study a lot during the week, maybe 1 or 2 hours when I came home from uni, just to go over things that you'd seen, or things that you realised that you didn't know, and then try to keep my spare time for the weekend. That was more difficult as the year went on, but I feel like that was a good goal, and that made me study quite hard during the week. Any other tips? Not really. Maybe come to my Vespa. Just hit me up if you guys want any more tips, or if you're struggling with anything or just want someone to talk to. You can hit me up on Facebook, so Nick Lucarelli, or my email, which is nmluc1@student.whatever. Good luck guys. All the best.